If you were in charge, what would your policy in the Middle East be? How many troops would you leave, if any at all? And how would you deal with what is now an escalating crisis with Iran? Tensions are escalating.
Tensions are dangerously escalating. Given the situation of where we are today, I would remove our troops from Iraq and Syria specifically because of what I mentioned. Number one, they've got no clear achievable mission that they are there to accomplish that serves our national security interests. And number two, the longer they are there, the more likely it is that they are at risk, and we find ourselves in this quagmire of a war with Iran that nobody really knows what they're trying to do. What needs to happen now, and if I were president today, I would work to de-escalate tensions, get the United States and Iran back into the Iran nuclear agreement to prevent them from continuing to enrich uranium and develop their nuclear weapons capability, remove these crippling sanctions that are really a modern day siege, a tactic of war, and work towards actually working out the differences that we have with Iran on a parallel track, the issues that have been brought up with regards to the expiration dates in the nuclear deal, their missile capability, and other issues. We've got to choose diplomacy and prevent an escalation of this war.
Let me ask you this. If we did pull our troops out, and we did pull our troops out of Iraq, and that left a vacuum for ISIS to constitute and threaten much of the region and the West, what do you say to those who say pulling out is just going to allow another terror organization to fill that void?
Well, our troops are there right now. This administration is deploying more and more, thousands more of our troops to the region and specifically to Iraq. And those actions are strengthening ISIS and al-Qaeda and unnecessarily putting our troops in harm's way. And they're not going there to prevent this resurgence of ISIS and al-Qaeda. That's the real national security threat that we have. That's why I'm saying we should pull our troops out of Iraq and Syria. If there is a growing threat, we can have troops go in and fulfill that very specific achievable mission of defeating that threat and getting back out. But the current existing policy of the administration is essentially holding our troops hostage with a policy that is strengthening ISIS and al-Qaeda, and it's strengthening Iran's threats and capabilities.
Just one more question. What is your red line? When should the U.S. get involved?
Look, if there is a direct, imminent and direct threat against American forces and American interests, then that is where the assessment of intelligence and that decision has to be made. But here's the issue with that is, and why I'm so hesitant to even talk about red lines is the Constitution has to be respected. And we've been hearing this thing about, well, imminent attack. Well, this administration has completely ignored Congress, citing Article 2 of the Constitution, yet failing to provide any evidence as such.